and Chris. Thank you also to the Alumni Committee for allowing me to have this honor. Congratulations to all this year's winners in the Hall of Fame. A special congratulations to Howard Hill, who was our class sponsor and taught me bookkeeping skills and how to type. Good evening. I had a dream for my life, like so many other people. Martin Luther King had a dream, as did a 12-year-old child as he watched Neil Armstrong via TV walk on the moon. He said to his dad, "Someday I'd like to be an astronaut." His dad wrapped his arms around him and said, "Son, this is America. You can be anything you want to be." And today, he is just that, a well-known astronaut. Behind one's success, there are always others who have helped make it so. It could be a parent, friend, or educator. This evening, I would like to share with you 3 people that have helped me be successful. Lois Sebastian was my high school science teacher, and in my senior year, she became the first counselor for Saline area schools. At the beginning of my senior year, she gave us all various tests to find out our abilities and some of our weaknesses, and then met with each of us to discuss the results. She asked if I planned to attend college. I said that I hadn't taken some required classes. She replied, "We'll talk to the teachers involved and ask if you could take them this year." So I was able to meet the qualifications for college entrance and received a small scholarship. When classmates were making plans for our 50th class reunion, I told how Lois Sebastian changed my life. Frida said she had done the same for her. Frida became a teacher and taught at military bases all over the world. Our graduating class of 25% of those people chose the teaching profession, and in no small way due to the influence of our counselor. The second person is my mother. I tell the students who visit the Bliss Schoolhouse that if they remember nothing else from their experience, it is that growing up 75 to 100 years ago was very different and for some very challenging. My parents were all German immigrants, arriving here without money, not being able to speak the language. It was the time of no welfare, health insurance, Social Security, and few workers received pensions when they retired. My mother had a beautiful voice. Her school principal, as was often the case, came to my grandfather's house to tell him he knew a man who would pay for her voice lessons. Grandfather said no. She must go to work. We need the money. I'm sure Mother must have thought of this life-changing decision when I told her I wanted to go to college and become a teacher. She did everything to help make my dream a reality. Her unselfish dedication to family, encouragement, and wise judgment were her contributions to my success. My wife Cheryl has greatly influenced me in our community service and volunteerism. After marriage, I became involved with her students in FHA, helping prepare members for state and national competitions. Cheryl's students became my pride as well as hers. Together, we continue to be the teachers of other people's children. Her great passion and faithfulness to her commitments, encouraged to accept new challenges and opportunities, have inspired me in my community service and have carried us now into retirement. I'm hoping I've got all my pages here. Yes, I do. Okay. An example of her ability is the growth of the Saline Craft Show. The craft show began as a way to help students defray costs for attending FHA conferences. The first show, over 30 years ago, had 60 crafters. Last November's show had over 250 jewelry crafters from 14 states, thousands of shoppers, and grossed a profit over $100,000, all profits benefiting Saline students. I told Cheryl when I retired, I wanted a one-room schoolhouse in my backyard so students could experience education at an earlier time. Superintendent Ellen Ewing asked us to be members of a committee to preserve Saline Schools memorabilia. At this time, the Milton-Wiedmeyer family offered us the Bliss one-room schoolhouse that was located on their farm. It was being used as an implement shed. For me, this was a dream coming true. For Cheryl, more like a nightmare. The committee accepted the challenge and plans were made to move and restore the building. In my retirement years, I wanted to continue to have a purpose-driven life, to have it more than ARC membership and searching for senior discounts. Regardless of our period in life, we all have a role to play. After sharing the news of my 80th birthday with a neighbor who was in her 90s, she simply replied, "Jim, I'd like to be 80 again." She inspired me to keep dreaming. Since the Mustangs were first manufactured in the early 1960s, I have wanted one. A red Mustang convertible. Hint, hint, Cheryl. Throughout the years, I have learned that there are seasons in one's life. Seasons of planting, and I am thankful tonight that I am experiencing the season of harvest. Thank you.